What's up, fam? Welcome to another episode of RealityBytesTV, where real faith meets real life. Today I want to talk to you guys for a few minutes around the topic of you gotta go back. What does that mean? Have you ever watched when somebody becomes a celebrity, or when they get their first big paycheck from a lottery win or something like that, or when they get their signing bonus from a record deal or something that happens that immediately changes their financial standing? What's the first thing they do, or the first thing that they are told that they ought to do? The very first thing, or in the top 5, is I gotta go. Peace, deuces, auf Wiedersehen, ciao, bye-bye, ni hao. They leave. They leave their neighborhood. They leave the place that raised them. They leave the place that birthed them. They leave the place that brought them up. Now, I'm not saying that anything is necessarily wrong with the leave or with trying to do better or moving. Maybe you're in a violent spot and you move your wife, your kids, whoever it is, up out of that place to another place. But that's the very first thing you're typically taught. You gotta go. Peace, deuces, I'm out. So you leave that place and go somewhere else entirely. Maybe you move from a spot that's less desirable in Florida to maybe Miami or to the Keys, or maybe you move from some place that's less desirable in LA, or you move to San Diego, or you move to Beverly Hills, or you move to Westwood or Brentwood or Bel Air, wherever the place is, or you move from somewhere less desirable in Atlanta to maybe Buckhead or somewhere around there where you think is a better standard of living. Now, again, watch me. I'm not saying that anything is wrong with the leaving necessarily. But check this out. There's a story, right, where Jesus is talking to Peter, one of his disciples. If you know anything about Peter, Peter was a trip. He was a fisherman, but him and Jesus always butt heads because Peter was kind of he's very passionate. Let's say that. He's very passionate. And sometimes his passion caused him to say things a little bit flip, a little bit off the cuff. He was a little impetuous. So there's a situation where Jesus was talking to Peter, and watch this. The thing about the relationships that Jesus had with the disciples, this guy dropped serious truth all the time, talked about deep stuff. First hallmark of any good friendship is somebody who can drop that kind of truth on you. But Jesus said to Peter, listen, man, the devil has desired to get you, to have you, to sift you like wheat. But I prayed for you that your faith fails not, and when you're converted, go back and strengthen your brethren, or strengthen your brothers, or go back and bring those guys along with you. I don't know if you guys remember a guy by the name of MC Hammer. MC Hammer, the typewriter. Can't touch this. I used to have the pants and everything. Whole other story, whole other webisode. But so MC Hammer, right? Oakland, California, came from some rough and desirable spots in Oakland, California. And one thing he did when he got his money, watch this, made so much money. And we know that at the end of it, there seemed to be like a tragic tale to the story, very Shakespearean as far as what happened to him financially. But watch what he did. He made boatloads of money, moved out of the hood per se, but he took his people with him. Got them all up. So whenever you saw things happening, whenever you went somewhere, he had a ton of people with him that he bought up from the place he came from. Now, you can analyze that and talk about the details and the particulars that should have happened and should not have happened. Whole other story for another time. But I'm just saying the point of him bringing people up with him and not leaving on his own for his wife and kids and just, I'm out, peace, I'm good, I'm gone. So when we look at what Jesus is saying to his disciple Peter, he said, listen, man, the devil got some big plans for you, and they're not good plans. But I prayed for you because you're about to go through some hell in a handbasket. You're about to go through some drama. And so many of us are about to head into some spaces where God is going to do some big things in the middle of the drama, in the middle of the opposition, in the middle of the onslaughts and the barricades. That's what Jesus said. Hey, man, I'm praying for you, though. Watch. So my prayer for you, he tells Peter, he said, listen, my prayer is going to supersede what the enemy's plans are. So know that first thing for you guys, from me to you, the prayer that Jesus is praying for you far supersedes, it trumps, it overshadows what the devil has planned for you, what the enemy has planned for you, what the haters have planned for you. His prayer trumps that, because the prayer from Jesus is always going to get an amen, always going to be answered in the affirmative. So know that thing. But he said, listen, when I'm praying for you that your faith doesn't fail, for one. So that prayer for the faith not failing just means all the more faith is going to be strengthened, going to be built up. He's going to be all right. But the tendency is when we get good, when we get all right, when we get blessed, when we get where we're going, the tendency is to forget the people along the way that were there with us or that we were in that bottom part with. But the last part of the prayer was amazing. The last encouragement in that prayer was amazing because this is how Jesus talks to his people. He drops this kind of truth. He said, listen, I'm praying for you that your faith fail not. But when that prayer is answered and you are converted and you are sustained and you are helped and you are blessed, don't trip. Don't forget where you came from. Don't get selective amnesia and forget that this is once you, but go back and strengthen your brethren. Listen, you got to go back. Many times we become Christians and we become believers. We join these churches. We go to these discipleship groups. We get all fancy and highfalutin and we forget the people that we came from. And we start getting all judgy talking. We start getting all, all uppity and start, throwing our politics out over them and Lord and all that stuff over them. We become this other kind of person because we are in this spot now. And Christ says, don't trip, because as quickly as you got there and were sustained, you can get down. That's what the Bible also says, that the righteous will be abased, that the humble will be exalted, and the righteous, the arrogant, the haughty, the too good, the too cool for school, they'll be thrown down. And God has a cool way, a quick way of humbling each of us when we start tripping and thinking we're too big for our britches. So he says to Peter, and he says to us, listen, when you get the hookup, which is what you're going to get, don't forget about the people who you left. Go back and strengthen them. To you. Go back and strengthen them. That family member, that friend, that group of friends that now you're doing something different that they're not doing. Go back and strengthen them. Go back and bring encouragement. Go back and bring inspiration. Go back and tell how you got over. Go back and tell how you made it through. But stop hoarding and being selfish with the remedy. Stop hoarding and being selfish with the cure. Stop hoarding and being selfish with all the ways that you've been blessed, but share that thing. Go back. So think about it for a minute. I'll give you a minute. Doom, 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 do 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 doom, 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 doom. You got somebody? You have somebody who you thought about, or some people you thought about? So your mission for the day, or your mission for this week, is think about that person if you don't have them in your head already. You're blessed. You've made it. Now go back and tell them how you made it over. Go back and tell them how you made it forward. Go back and tell them how you've been blessed. Go back and tell them how you've been strengthened, and go back and tell them how your faith has not failed, because Jesus prayed for you and Jesus prayed for me. And so now we have a mission and a call and a cause to go back and get other folk who we left behind. Love you guys so much. Peace. If what you are hearing and what you are seeing on Reality Bites TV is encouraging you, do me a quick favor. Share. Take this message on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever you're seeing it, and share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with somebody you don't know, a total stranger. Just throw it out there. Share it. Carry a pigeon message in the bottle. Do what you gotta do is share this message. And you can find us live. Facebook.com, RealityBytesTV, Instagram.com, RealityBytesTV, and on the web, on our site at dionevanslive.com. I love you guys so much. Join us next time on Reality Bites TV, where real faith meets real life. I love you guys so much. See you soon. Peace.